In the current Port Charles landscape, Dante Falconeri and Elizabeth Baldwin have been navigating one of the most emotionally layered and complex chapters of their relationship. Their storyline recently has been all about reconciliation, trust building, and trying to find common ground after a long period of strain and miscommunication. Dante, ever the principled and loyal man, finds himself torn between his responsibilities as a lawman and his desire to be a supportive partner, a struggle that has become more pronounced as both he and Liz confront personal vulnerabilities that life in Port Charles has a way of magnifying. In more recent episodes, Dante's protective instincts have been on full display, not just in the simmering dangers that constantly surround the Corinthos and Cassadine family sagas, but in the more intimate moments where he tries to be emotionally present with Liz. Their relationship hasn't simply slipped back into ease. Instead, it's been portrayed as cautiously hopeful, with both characters working through old fears and new uncertainties. There have been scenes in which Dante attempts to bridge the emotional gap between them, showing patience and a willingness to listen, even when Liz hesitates to fully open up. His gestures, small but meaningful, capture a man determined to prove that their love can withstand the trials they've weathered. Elizabeth's journey alongside Dante this season has been equally layered. After everything she has been through, struggles with self-doubt, moments of intense pressure as a leader in her own right, and the ongoing fallout of Port Charles's darker storylines, Liz has been portrayed with remarkable emotional depth. Instead of retreating, she's been facing her insecurities head-on, trying to articulate her needs and fears to Dante. There have been moments when Liz questions whether she can fully trust herself to be a partner after all the trauma she's endured, and equally powerful moments where she acknowledges that Dante's steadfast presence is something she deeply values. The writing and performance have made her internal conflict palpable, and her scenes with Dante often carry a quiet intensity that speaks louder than any dramatic confrontation. A big part of their recent arc has revolved around everyday moments that feel surprisingly tender for a soap world often dominated by danger and betrayal. Simple conversations over coffee, shared looks in hospital hallways, and tentative plans for the future have all been threaded through with both the joy of reconnection and the fear of past wounds reopening. What makes these interactions compelling is the way they reflect real human complexity. There's no instant fix or triumphant resolution, only incremental progress, peppered with emotional honesty. Dante's calm steadiness serves as a foil to Liz's more introspective uncertainty, yet both characters clearly love each other deeply, even when they're not sure how to say it. At the same time, external pressures in Port Charles continue to test their bond. Whether it's involvement in investigative work, the ripple effects of violence and betrayal in the wider community, or interference from other powerful figures on the canvas, Dante and Liz have had to balance their relationship with the chaos around them. In the midst of all that, their conversations often carry subtext. They aren't just talking about what's happening right now, but what they want for the future, and whether they still believe it's possible to have one together. The tug-of-war between hope and hesitation has given their storyline a richness that's drawn many viewer conversations. Overall, recent episodes paint Dante and Elizabeth as a couple in transition, not starry-eyed and untested, but seasoned by adversity and striving to find a deeper level of trust. Their interactions feel grounded in emotional truth rather than flashiness, which has allowed their arc to resonate in a more mature, realistic way. Dante's patience, fidelity, and emotional availability continue to be his strongest narrative threads, while Elizabeth's vulnerability and growing self-assurance mark her as a partner who has both given and earned reasons to believe in love again. Together, they're navigating not just the dangers of Port Charles, but the delicate, often messy journey of two people learning to be fully present for one another in a world that rarely offers certainty.